Yes! King of the Pit TV, Fair Warning, Van Halen. Devoted to my good friend Zach, who recommended this on the Patreon. Track 8 of 9. Sunday Afternoon in the Park. What was that Kinks number? Just a Sunday afternoon. I knew an old guy back in the day. He used to turn up to open mic events. And he wouldn't have a guitar, he wouldn't have a backing. He'd just a cappella sing a couple of Kinks numbers. And what tunes did he do? I think he did a Monkeys number. And he did a tune. Did he do Sunday Afternoon? He might have done. This is Sunday Afternoon in the Park. 2015 remaster, shortest track on the record at a whopping 1 minute 58. Van Halen, let's jump in. The least viewed track on the record at 741k views. Might be a filler, might be a filler. Grunge fan says these guys were way ahead of their time. There's speed metal and grunge on this album about 20 years before they hit. I'm 57 and it feels like a piece of my youth just died, because he's referencing the death of Eddie Van Halen. Grunge fan 2018 says there's speed metal and grunge on this album. With all due respect to my elders, what the hell are you on about? Grunge? There is no grunge on this album. 2 replies. I hear you, man. But not a lot of people get to live on through their music. Eddie Van Halen will be known and listened to in hundreds of years from now, the same way Beethoven and Bach is still listened to. I can't deny that, but it's a bold statement. That is a very bold statement. Siberian Stuntman says, I was just about to comment that the song before this one's intro is like a classic rap beat. And this is like electronic dance music. Lol. Ahead of their time, potentially. It's not something that's come to my mind as I've listened to this record, but potentially. Speed metal, I can sort of see, but I've approached it in more so of a glam rock vibe. More of a heavy metal / glam rock stadium rock vibe as opposed to speed metal. If you fast forward glam rock, if you speed that up 50%, you'll get speed metal. Yeah, no doubt. But Grunge fan 2018 talking about grunge being on the album, something doesn't seem right about that. Here we go again. Kindred with the same comment he left on the last. This album's on full blast after Eddie's passing. Eddie Van Halen was a living god walking the earth. He was not. He was a human being. Let's continue. He wasn't. I don't give a fuck. Like, Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi and all this and that, they were human beings. They're not living gods, are they? Sick. Just the coolest intro to the outro of one of the best LP. Oh, so it's an intro to the outro. Okay. Someone says, put some respect on this. Thrash Addiction says, if you were there, you know. So I hope this person genuinely was there during the outcome of this release. Let's have a look at the responses. Damn right. Michael Lentini. In 1980, when I was 12, listening to Fair Warning over and over, this was one of my favourites. Old Nick says, was there as well. Harold Gardner says, my favourite album by them, very dark, rest in peace, Eddie. Martin says, July 31st, 1981, Buffalo. I don't know what that means. Yeah, put some respect on that. I like the old heads who were there at the time. You know what I mean? Giving game on what it was like. Let's do that. But I don't like grunge fans talking about how it's grunge influenced. Is it? Fuck. Or how it produced grunge. Come on. On this channel, we listen primarily to 90s music due to the mass amounts of 90s heads on the Patreon. So at this point, whereas when I was in the 2010s, I thought the 90s are corny, I've been propaganded into believing the 90s were fucking sick. Because I've been listening to so many good 90s rock bands and indie bands and Britpop bands and so forth. A lot of reference to this being their darkest album. I can see so production-wise, but as far as the songs are concerned, you know, it's not a dark record. They're having fun with the record, but I can see where people are coming from, and it's fascinating to hear people reference the album as dark, but it's hardly like, cut my wrists and black my eyes, you know what I mean? It's hardly like emo, is it? Unchained is one of those Van Halen. Oh, talk about a song of the past. Wah, sounds like a vocoder. And clearly we're blending into One Foot Out the Door. Let's see what this last track has in store for us. I'll see you there.